Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just having another beautiful day here on the mountain. It's been kind of a quiet one here today. The maid came yesterday to get the house clean, so the house is all ready for the next guest coming this weekend. I've caught up on things. I'm ahead on videos. Starting to sketch out some writing ideas. Going to do a little outlining tonight, I guess. Anyhow, got some really exciting stuff coming up for the last 10 days of this month, but I'm going to keep that under wraps for now. But believe me, you are going to want to tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to shake things up a little bit. Just wait. Anyhow, I almost wanted to pull a clip from YouTube. I know I could have found it, but I'm not very savvy where it comes to the whole music and copyright things come in. For dramatic effect, I wanted to get that clip from the old movie with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men. The courtroom scene where Jack Nicholson says, "You can't handle the truth," for dramatic effect. But I figured knowing my luck, somehow the video will get pulled down if I use even a few seconds of it, so I didn't. Anyhow, I don't know, this one's just been in my head a little bit. It kind of comes, a lot of things, a lot of good ideas I have in my head come from conversations, things that I can actually talk about with people behind the scenes, like in Messenger, not in public forums, not wherever, because to be quite honest, a lot of people are missing out on a lot of good health information because of all the political correctness out there. We have to tiptoe around. This might offend, this might do this. Where all I'm about is just like, let's just put information out there. Let's put the truth out there and let people make decisions and let it fall where it may. And what am I talking about lying to yourself? I think people in this lifestyle, and I'm not talking about whether you're trying to do raw, just a high carb, starch solution, whatever, but just in general in your health, in this lifestyle, in your healthy lifestyle that you're trying, to be successful on. And I see people lying to themselves about, and I got my notes, of course. Well, let's see, number one, people making up reasons, lying to themselves about why they can't do the lifestyle. There's always these different reasons, rationalizations, obstacles that come up. Now, we do know that there's obstacles in life, but just a lot of them, it's just like it's an endless, as soon as somebody offers a solution to that one, there's another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. About the weight. There's people that have been doing the high carb vegan lifestyle that just don't lose any weight. They gain weight and they can be kind of stubborn. They say it's about this, it's about that, it's about whatever, and they won't change the way they're eating, or they just won't face up. And I think a lot of times it might be that people just don't realize this. And sometimes they're kind of turning a blind eye to it, maybe head in the sand. They don't want to know. They don't want to realize, what things are creeping into their diets. About why their skin, there's always a lot of, and the skin is a complicated organ, and there's a lot of different detox things going on, and everybody's different. But the weight in the skin, after a certain amount of time, most people, I always have to put the disclaimers in there. I know there are exceptions, so I'm talking about most people when I'm talking about any of these things. But, there's just always some reason why the weight can't be lost, the skin isn't clearer, and they can't do the lifestyle, even after a while of doing it, even though there's good information out there. People are telling you how to do it. And hey, I can relate. I remember people trying to teach me various things back when I was younger, and I always thought I knew how to do it better. I could apply my method and it would get there. As I got older, I don't like to reinvent the wheel. And a big problem I see a lot of people doing that are kind of lying to themselves or fooling themselves about things is they're commiserating with other people online that enable their rationalizations. They get in a big group, they commiserate, they wallow in it, and they all kind of support each other on the big group lie to yourself. Like I say, when I say lie, I'm not talking about any dishonesty, people being dishonest to others. I'm talking mostly with yourself. And that can be dangerous when you get in these groups, or when you get in forums, or when anywhere that your online support system is, where everybody's just propping you up too much. We want to be loving, we want to be supportive, but after a while, you also need a little bit of encouragement. Sometimes you even need a little bit of tough love to be like, to just, not to be mean or anything, but just to make you look at things and say, look, this isn't, what you're doing isn't working. When something isn't working, the most basic problem solving method is to change that approach a little bit, find out what does. And one thing also I had down here too is, regardless of what, whatever you say in groups, whatever you say in forums, whatever you tell other people in anything in life, don't lie to yourself. When you're in the mirror, when you're looking at yourself, don't lie to yourself, and don't bury your head in the sand. I said this in a video last week. Be open to the information out there. The information, the truth, is the information, is the truth. It doesn't really care about your feelings about it. It doesn't care about your interpretation of it. And there's some truths out there that people are kind of like, they're blocking off, and they won't even, they kind of just act like that doesn't exist. Now here's how I'm going to end this up. If you're struggling with any of these things, I'm going to challenge you to be real with yourself, to be as real as you can with yourself. And if you're struggling with losing the weight, if you're struggling with doing the lifestyle, whether it be raw, whether it be high carb vegan, whether it be Rotal4, whether it be starch solution, or whether it's about your skin, whatever things you're telling you why certain things aren't working or aren't happening, then it's absolutely mandatory. Here's what I challenge you to do. If you're saying you're really struggling with this stuff, write down everything you put in your body for a month. Write down your activity levels, write down every bit of movement you get every day, write down every morsel and every amount that goes into your mouth. Don't leave anything out. Now, after a month, if you still are if you've had no results, in the skin department, the weight loss department, or if you're still having a problem hanging on to this lifestyle, then that's when I would recommend go to one of these coaches. Actually, go to somebody that I would consider qualified. If you've done that for a month and you can't get any results, and you've written every detail down, go to her. Go to Tanny Raw. You can afford a coaching session at least, or go to somebody else and show them. Send them your food journal, or give them a way to see everything you've eaten for that month, and let them pick it apart and tell you what you might need to do to be more successful on this lifestyle. Like I say, it's all about accomplishing what you want to accomplish. Some people, like I say, they're just, and lifestyles differ. People have different obligations, but understand what you're doing. If you're not, if you don't have the time, the inclination, or the desire to be like the super clean, just try to live a nice, clean, healthy, high carb vegan lifestyle. Do the best you can. But all I'm saying is, nothing in life is it healthy for you to lie to yourself or to hide your head in the sand. Always be open to any information coming in. Don't ever close your eyes to any information, no matter who it's coming from. If you want to reject it, but always at least be willing to look at it. Anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. Love you guys. Peace.